and then they turn around and point it out at the last minute, right? Like, like because that shit going on, then they point that shit out. It's like, bro, that shit like, um, I'm telling you, man, they be planning this shit.
Mm-hmm.
They do. They plan that shit out like crazy. And that's why, like, it's like a movie. It's like acting. They play it out very well, and that's the dangerous part of it because they use that to do evil. It's not good. Using the powers to do that stuff.
A little more.
Justice is blind, but greed sees everything. On the morning of June 14th, 2025, FBI agents descended on a quiet suburban home in Minneapolis. They didn't find a basement, and they didn't find a wine cellar. Beneath the house of a sitting federal judge, they uncovered a two-story underground fortress. Inside, $847 million in cash, stacks of gold bars, and crates of blood diamonds. This wasn't a robbery. This wasn't a mistake. This was the price of justice, for sale to the highest bidder. The man who built it wore a black robe. For years, he presided over drug cartels, corporate frauds, and organized crime cases. And for years, he sold the verdicts, the sentences, the rulings. $847 million worth of corruption hidden under the floorboards of his own home. This wasn't a judge. This was a criminal in robes. The Hennepin County Courthouse stands as a monument to justice in downtown Minneapolis. Granite columns, marble floors, the words "Equal Justice Under Law" carved above the entrance. For 12 years, Judge Abdi Hassan presided over criminal cases from Courtroom 7A, sentencing hearings, appeals, bail decisions, 872 cases, 872 verdicts. His wife, Amina Hassan, worked as a federal court administrator, access to case files, scheduling, records, the perfect team.
If you need full dentures but can't deal with the endless expensive dentist visits, you need to see this. I used to hide my mouth every time I laughed.
To the public, they were model immigrants, Somali refugees who arrived in Minnesota in 1998, built careers through hard work, raised 3 children, donated to charities. But behind closed doors, they were architects of the most elaborate corruption scheme in federal history. On June 12th, 2025, at 11:47 p.m., an inmate named Marcus Webb sent a 14-page handwritten letter to the FBI field office in Minneapolis. It described a system. If you have money, you can buy years off your sentence. $50,000 for 1 year, $200,000 for 5 years. $1 million makes you disappear from the system entirely. Webb claimed he paid Judge Hassan $175,000 through a lawyer. His sentence dropped from 18 years to 4. The FBI had heard rumors before, but this letter had names, dates, bank account numbers. Special Agent Claire Martinez read it 3 times. "If this is true," she whispered, "the entire system is compromised." By 6:23 a.m. on June 13th, Martinez assembled a task force. 27 agents, 12 analysts, 0 leaks. They called it Operation Broken Gavel. The investigation moved fast. Webb's bank records showed a wire transfer to North Star Legal Services, LLC. The firm had 1 employee, a paralegal named Omar Yusuf, Amina Hassan's cousin. That wire was one of 347 similar transactions over 6 years. Total, $43.7 million. The money flowed from inmates' families to North Star Legal, then vanished into a web of shell companies, real estate LLCs, consulting firms, import-export businesses. But the FBI found the pattern. Every transaction led back to 3 accounts. 1 in the Cayman Islands, 1 in Dubai, 1 in Switzerland. All 3 controlled by Abdi and Amina Hassan. Martinez stared at the financial map on her screen. Lines connecting dots. Money flowing like water. "This isn't just bribery," she said. "This is an empire." At 4:15 a.m. on June 14th, a federal magistrate signed 7 warrants, 2 arrest warrants, 5 search warrants. Martinez checked her weapon. Her team gathered in the pre-dawn darkness outside the FBI building. "Remember," she said, "we're not just arresting a judge, we're dismantling a system that's been selling justice for over a decade." At 5:42 a.m., the convoy rolled out. Destination, 2847 Lakeview Drive. Edina, Minnesota, the Hassan family home. 8 months earlier, the trail began with a routine traffic stop in South Minneapolis. Officer Devin Richards pulled over a black Escalade for running a red light. The driver handed over his license. Jamal Carter, 34 years old. Active warrant for drug trafficking. Carter should have been in prison. His sentencing was 3 months earlier. Judge Hassan had given him 8 years. Yet Carter was free, driving a $90,000 SUV, wearing a Rolex. Richards arrested him. At the station, Carter's record showed something impossible. His sentence had been reduced to time served, processed 2 weeks after the original hearing. "Who's your lawyer?" Richards asked. Carter smiled. "I don't need a lawyer. I have connections." That single word, connections, reached the Minnesota State Attorney's Office. They quietly requested a review of Judge Hassan's recent cases. What they found was a pattern. Over the past 6 years, Hassan had reduced sentences in 127 cases. Judges have discretion, so reductions weren't unusual. But the demographics were stark. 91% of the reductions went to defendants with clear financial resources. Average reduction, 6.4 years. 73% of the cases involved violent crimes or major drug trafficking. The timing raised alarms. Reductions often came weeks or months after original sentencing, long after most appeals would be filed. The Attorney General's office opened a discreet investigation. They subpoenaed bank records for all 127 defendants. Every single one had made large cash payments shortly before their sentence was reduced. Some paid directly to lawyers, some to vague consulting firms, some to mysterious LLCs with no physical address. But the money always disappeared into the same offshore network. On February 8, 2025, the FBI took over the case. Special Agent Claire Martinez brought in forensic accountant Robert Chen, a specialist who had unraveled money trails for Russian oligarchs and Mexican cartels. Chen spent 3 months tracing every transaction, every wire transfer, every suspicious deposit. On May 19, 2025, he walked into Martinez's office and placed a 400-page report on her desk. "It's not just the judge," Chen said. "It's a network." The report mapped connections to 14 federal judges across 6 states, 23 prosecutors and public defenders, 7 immigration officials, 12 prison administrators, and 5 U.S. Marshals. All received payments, all facilitated reduced sentences, dismissed charges, early releases, visa approvals, or favorable prison transfers. The corruption didn't stop at the courthouse. It had infected the entire justice system. But the Hassans were the center, the hub, the bank. Chen's analysis showed they had facilitated $2.3 billion in transactions over 12 years. Not millions, billions. "How did no one notice?" Martinez asked. Chen shrugged. "They were careful. Small amounts, spread across hundreds of accounts. Different states, different countries. And they had something else. Protection." He pulled up a document. Senator Richard Brennan of Minnesota, 3 calls to Judge Hassan in the past year. Congresswoman Lisa Park of California, her son's drug case dismissed by one of Hassan's connected judges. Deputy Director of ICE, Marcus Whitfield, his brother-in-law, released early from a federal facility. The network reached into the highest levels of government. Martinez felt the weight settle in her chest, and this wasn't simple corruption. This was institutional rot. "We need to move fast," she said, "before someone warns them." On June 13th, the FBI activated Operation Broken Gavel, now expanded to 14 cities, 47 primary targets, and coordination with Interpol to freeze the offshore accounts. The next morning, they would strike. June 14th, 2025. 5:49 a.m. The Hassan home sat on a quiet street in Edina, one of Minneapolis's wealthiest suburbs. Brick facade, manicured lawn, solar panels, a Tesla in the driveway. Nothing suspicious. Everything perfect. 23 FBI agents surrounded the property. Special Agent Claire Martinez stood at the front door, warrant in hand. At 5:51, she knocked. No answer. At 5:52, the battering ram shattered the lock. FBI! Search warrant! The door flew open. Inside, silence. Abdi Hassan stood in the living room in pajamas, hands raised. No surprise, no fear. I've been expecting you, he said calmly. Amina Hassan sat on the couch, phone in hand. An agent seized it before she could dial. You're under arrest, Martinez said. Conspiracy to commit bribery, money laundering, obstruction of justice. Hassan smiled. You'll never make it stick. Martinez ignored him. The team fanned out. Living room, kitchen, bedrooms, home office, everything immaculate. Too ordinary. Agent Tom Reeves entered the office. Law books lined the shelves, framed certificates, family photos. But the floor felt hollow. He knocked. Thud. Thud. Boom. Martinez, here. Reeves noticed one book slightly misaligned. He pulled it. Click. The entire bookshelf swung inward like a door. Behind it, a staircase descending into darkness. The team moved down. 20 steps. 30. Air grew colder. At the bottom, a steel door with a biometric lock. Reeves pressed Hassan's hand to the scanner. Beep! Click. The door opened. What they found defied belief. Level 1. The vault. A 40-foot wide underground chamber. Reinforced concrete. LED lighting. Mountains of cash. $100 bills wrapped on pallets, organized by currency. 423 million in cash. Gold bars. Hundreds. Swiss stamped. On steel shelves. 287 million. Jewelry boxes. Diamond necklaces. Conflict diamonds. Blood rubies. 137 million. Safe deposit boxes lined one wall. 200 small doors. Agents opened them. Passports under different names. USB drives labeled with case numbers. Evidence. Recordings. Blackmail material. Another door at the back. Level 2. The network hub. A command center. Servers. Monitors displaying live feeds of courthouses, government buildings. Thousands of printed case files, each stamped paid. Martinez opened one. United States versus Carlos Mendez. Original, 25 years. Payment, 420,000. Reduced, 3 years. Another, life sentence reduced to 12 years for 1.8 million. Another, 40 years dismissed for 2.3 million. 872 files, 872 betrayals. Servers held encrypted messages, judges, prosecutors, prison officials, immigration officers across the country. At 6:47 a.m., Martinez radioed command. Expand the operation, national scale. We have evidence of 61 federal officials involved. Across the country, raids rolled out. Houston, Judge Margaret Thornton's home, 14 million in cash behind a false wall. Phoenix, U.S. Marshal Dennis Cole arrested at the airport, 890,000 and fake passports. Miami, Prosecutor James Whitaker's office, 34 dismissed drug cases for 8.9 million. Los Angeles, Immigration, Director Sandra Morales, visa for cash scheme netting 42 million. El Paso Warehouse, 743 kilograms of cocaine, 152 kilograms of heroin, 23 million cash, linked to cartel payments for lenient sentences. Las Vegas apartment, 17 trafficked women rescued, promised immigration help, forced into prostitution for elite clients. By 8 a.m.
Make it a habit. 7 minutes of Tai Chi every morning, all the way for 1 month. In 1 week, you'll feel better. In 2 weeks, you look better. In 1 month, your wife won't believe your results. Here's a Tai Chi work.
61 arrests, 14 states, 19 raids. 847 million seized from the Hassan compound alone. Total nationwide. 2.1 billion in cash, assets, contraband. 127 human trafficking victims rescued. Evidence implicating over 200 officials. When the FBI started connecting the dots, the picture that emerged was terrifying. This wasn't just about Judge Hassan. This was the systematic dismantling of American justice. The Hassan network had operated for 12 years. Not weeks, not months, but over a decade. 872 cases corrupted, murderers freed, drug lords released, human traffickers given slaps on the wrist, all because they could afford to pay. The financial scope was staggering. Forensic accountant Robert Chen presented his final analysis to FBI Director Williams on June 16th. Total money laundered through the network, $6.8 billion. The money came from drug cartels, $2.4 billion, human trafficking rings, $890 million, white-collar criminals, $1.2 billion, foreign oligarchs, $780 million, and organized crime syndicates, $1.53 billion. It flowed through a labyrinth of shell companies, offshore accounts, real estate investments, and cryptocurrency wallets. But the human cost couldn't be measured in dollars. 347 violent criminals released early. How many reoffended? How many victims suffered because a judge took a bribe? Martinez sat in a conference room surrounded by files. She opened one at random. Michael Torres, armed robbery and assault. Original sentence, 15 years. Paid $180,000, reduced to 2 years, released in 2021, arrested 2023 for murder, killed a convenience store clerk. Another file, David Chen, child exploitation. Original, 20 years, paid $340,000, reduced to 4, released 2022, arrested 2024 for possession of child sexual abuse material, awaiting trial. Another, Alexei Volkov, sex trafficking. Original.
Hi, Mandy. I got them all on the run, huh? I started connecting all the dots. It's amazing, right? Holy shit. How you Goyim doing today?
25 years, paid $620,000, reduced to 6, released 2023. Suspect in disappearance of 3 women in Seattle. Investigation ongoing. The pattern repeated again and again. Men who bought their freedom. Men who victimized others because justice was negotiable. Martinez closed the files. She felt sick. How many people died because we didn't catch this sooner? She asked. No one answered. The corruption reached higher. Blackmail files contained compromising material on elected officials. Senator Richard Brennan, photos with an underage girl in 2019. Evidence disappeared for $2.7 million. Congresswoman Lisa Park, son's cocaine case dismissed. Payment, $1.4 million plus favors. Deputy ICE Director Marcus Whitfield, brother-in-law's embezzlement reduced. Payment, $890,000 and inside information. 3 governors, 12 congresspeople, 7 federal agency directors, all compromised, all indebted, all trapped. The network hadn't just corrupted the justice system, it had corrupted the government itself. FBI Director Williams called a press conference on June 18th. What we've uncovered is not just criminal activity, he said, voice heavy. It's a systemic betrayal of public trust that reaches into every level of government. For over a decade, justice in America was for sale. If you had money, you could buy your freedom. If you had connections, you could escape consequences. If you had neither, you received the full weight of the law. He paused. This is not what America stands for. Behind him, photos of the 61 arrested officials, judges, prosecutors, marshals, immigration officers, all in suits, all smiling in official portraits, all betraying their oath. 3 months after the arrests, the trials began. Abdi Hassan sat in the defendant's chair, ironically in the same courthouse where he once presided. The evidence was overwhelming. Financial records, blackmail files, victim testimony, recordings. His lawyer argued entrapment, claimed the system was broken and Hassan merely adapted. The jury deliberated 4 hours, guilty on all 47 counts. Amina Hassan received the same verdict in her separate trial. Sentences came down September 12, 2025. Abdi Hassan, 87 years in federal prison, no parole. Amina Hassan, 64 years in federal prison, no parole. As Hassan was led away in shackles, he turned to the judge, his replacement, and said, "The system is still broken. I was just smart enough to profit from it." The judge replied, "And now you'll spend the rest of your life paying for that mistake." But arrests didn't fix the system. In the months following Operation Broken Gavel, over 200 cases required review, sentences, verdicts, appeals. How do you undo 12 years of corruption? Victims of criminals Hassan released demanded answers. Families of inmates who couldn't afford bribes demanded justice. The Attorney General appointed a special commission to examine every case Hassan touched. 872 cases, 872 individual reviews. Some sentences reinstated, some verdicts overturned, some cases.
This is just one dirty judge in the state of Minnesota. There has to be dirty judges in every state in the country. Said a nigger without a degree. Uh-oh, that's sexist and racist. Silence makes you a rape victim, said Matthew Dana Burrow. A muzzled, gagged whore suffered from a ball and gag order. The license actually prevents people from speaking honestly in public. It stops it from happening. Transparency in policies, procedures, protocol. Honest politicians. These are delusional ideas, you fucking cretins.
Cases dismissed due to tainted evidence. The legal system spent 3 years cleaning up the mess. But the damage was permanent. Public trust in the judiciary plummeted to historic lows. Protests erupted outside courthouses. Calls for reform echoed through Congress, because if a federal judge could be bought, who else was for sale? Martinez retired from the FBI in 2026. She couldn't shake the feeling they had only caught one network. How many others are out there? She wondered. How many judges are still on the bench, still taking bribes, still selling justice? She had no answer. If you're still watching, understand this. This story isn't fiction. The names might be changed, but the pattern is real.
The pattern's very real. We're not going to even fully finish this one, right? We're at a great pausing point where I'll mix it with something else. Shout out to the Paralegal Institute out of Washington, D.C., y'all. Right now in Maine, you couldn't even make this shit up if you could. You can't make this shit up. My God, the welfare fraud in Maine is amazing. Maine tax dollars going overseas to finance a Somalian warlord that's running for president of Jubaland. And the motherfucker lived in Maine 15 years, huh? How's that for interesting? Janet, yeah, there it is, right there. Holy shit. I said this is a national issue. This is Minnesota, right? And then boom, over here we have this.
Forbes calls best online for options trading. Investopedia, best for options trading.
One is this. It's a suspension of Maine care payments. State auditors say in this document that there is a credible allegation of fraud that they're investigating. And Human Services issued 2 big documents that tell us some important things. One is this. It's a suspension of Maine care payments. State auditors say in this document that there is a credible allegation of fraud that they're investigating regarding Gateway Community Services. They also released the results of a 3rd audit. We told you about.
And I want all my good peanuts out there that are still here to think to themselves, you know, this is pretty similar to the crap happening in Minnesota. How did this happen without either party's involvement? That's beyond me, right? I think we should ask Barack Obama about it, huh? Oh, that's sexist and racist.
2 audits that took place many years ago that the state told us about earlier this month. Well, they just released the results of a 3rd audit that took place between 2021 and the end of 2022. They found in that audit that Gateway overbilled Maine Care by more than $1 million. And a spokesperson for DHHS told us during those prior audits that we were asking about that anytime that they have to recoup more than $100,000, that it's considered significant. So this $1 million is certainly a big deal. Auditors wrote in the report to Gateway Community Services that these are not only widespread, but repeated errors. And they say, we've educated you on this before, we've penalized you on this before, and now Gateway has 60 days to appeal this latest finding by the state. Now, this also lines up with some data that we had requested from the Department of Health and Human Services about how much money did Gateway get in Maine Care dollars from 20.
Yes, I want to know how many dollars did they take from Maine to finance Somalian drug lords running for president of Jubaland? Huh? That sounds like treason to me. Huh? And you're going to tell me the government didn't have any idea this was happening? You're out your goddamn mind. Out your goddamn mind. If you're sitting silent, you're actually part of the goddamn problem and will have no part in the fucking solution.
19 to 2024. They gave us those numbers. They say it was about 4 to 5 million a year, a total of 28 million. We reached out to the lawyer for Gateway and said, what's the deal with this? He said those gross revenue figures don't really account for the full cost for Gateway delivering its services. They have multiple locations, more than 100 employees, most of whom are not new Americans. He said that Gateway incurs significant fixed operating costs to provide these services and that their net revenue is substantially lower. So then we reached out to the lawyer.
At the same time, right? Think about my operating costs, right? Really think about my operating costs. Look what I did to you for $1. I put up my own dollar. $1 is on the table. Mine. My $1 against your silence, does that mean I bought and paid for it for a singular dollar because you're all cheap tricks, hookers, and whores? Prostitutes, Babylonian style, Babylonian whores, making shit up. Amazing. Nothing's real these days, huh? Anything registering with the voters? Hello? Consumers, are you ready to fucking eat me yet?
Here again to ask him about this latest finding. He said Gateway received that notice. Right now the reimbursements are paused. Gateway has very little information of what this is based upon besides that notice. They said they're going to take time to review it and respond to the allegations. They say they stand by their previous statements.
So let's find out who is this person who heads up Gateway, y'all. His name is Abdullahi Ali. Take a look at this brief little clip, and then we'll get into the proof. He actually did an interview about his running for a governmental office in Somalia.
Important to note, in the House oversight demands for certain banking reports, they list.
And this is the biggest fraud story in the history of Maine. Right here, right fucking now. Right in your goddamn face. It's a face off. I got in your face. Got in your grill. Went door to door. Called each and every single one of you a whore. You have nothing to say for yourselves? It's goddamn disgusting. Cheap tricks and silent fucking whores. That's what I got to deal with on a daily.
As persons of interest, the company's founder and CEO, Abdullahi Ali, the Somali American who, while at the time serving as executive director for Gateway, last year ran for president, which is essentially governor of Jubaland, a state in Somalia's south that borders Kenya. Also listed, former assistant executive director and current U.S. state representative for Maine, Deka Dalak.
So we had reported on this previously that he had run for, he ran for warlord in Somalia. And that's because the reports say that he had to show them that he could get a militia together. And in case you don't know what a militia is, it's like kind of a small army. And so people have been saying that he's taking money out of Maine and sending it over there to fund the army. That part, of course, he did not comment on in this interview, but he absolutely did say he was running for what I say warlord in Somalia, y'all. This is wild. Check this out.
One of your main stated goals in your campaign platform is driving out the extremist group Al-Shabaab. How dangerous of a task is that? And are you concerned about your own safety?
Of course, I'm, concerned of what that would look like, but I am prepared to face the concern and the challenges, and I don't leave. I will put everything on the table, including assassination attacks against myself and others.
How has your experience in leadership roles in Maine influenced your feeling that you're fit to lead in your home country?
This just in from Justin Nolan. Shout out Justin Nolan. Under the color law, it is a crime for one or more persons using power given by a governmental agency, local, state, or federal, to deprive or conspire willfully to deprive another person or people of any right protected by the constitutional laws of the United States. Silence makes you a sex slave, a subjugated subject, said the king talk king. I got right in your goddamn face and you had nothing to say about it? That's interesting.
I have spent about 15 years in Maine. Most of that for the last 10 years, I have been running organizations in Maine. And in the last 4 years, I have also led an organization that is based in Maine, but has offices in Kenya and provide services in East Africa.
And I'm just going to loop this in, y'all. This is totally unsubstantiated. I'm not even going to play the audio from this. If you want to see what this person said, I believe is on. If you want to see what this person said, you can check out Mila Joy on X. He's making allegations that Abdullahi, let's just say, was trying to silence a journalist who's reporting on all of this supposed fraud at Gateway. Again, there's no way for me to know. I didn't find any independent reporting on that. I don't know where this comes from, including in the video, just in case in the future something does come out, I can flash back to it. So over the weekend, the Nick Shirley videos from Minnesota blew up. We covered a couple of those. I definitely recommend you check them out on X. They might be on YouTube as well. Tremendous reporting done by a young man who has been going to different hot spots around the country, and I believe even internationally, and bringing people to see with their own eyes, of course, through his videos, exactly what's going on. And now it looks like Maine and even Ohio might be other hot spots that are going to be on the radar going forward. We have somebody who is receiving money from the United States legitimately, apparently, and maybe even illegitimately, if you believe the reports. And some of that money might be going overseas for a militia. Again, I haven't seen any substantiated reports on that, but he did get the money from somewhere if he was funding the militia, right? You know? So, y'all, what do you think about all this? I mean,
yeah, what do you think about all this, guys? Wear your masks, because Jeffrey Epstein's friend said so. Oh, snaps. You like your PANS benefits, you hoes? Snap PANS? Oh, ho. Oh, no. Wear your muzzle. Use a hoe. How you Roman dogs doing today? Your butt hurt? You feel like a rape victim? Oh, we get door robbed.
You worry about leaving a better planet for our kids. How about leaving better kids for our planet? Entire generation offended at every day and getting mad that a human thinks all lives matter. We don't need black or white or left or right. What we need is common sense. We need balance. We're all in the same boat. Why you trying to make holes? If they sink, we sink. This is madness. I'm offended that you're offended by me taking offense. Trump can't build a wall. Why does your house have a fence? I believe in two genders. I'm not mad at the rest. I'm just confused when a dude has a beard and some breasts. We won't always agree. No, I don't hate all police. No, I don't think that the system's racist. I just think the system hates people. stay home. Black lives matter. All lives matter. What's all this division for? It's modern segregation. This is setting up a civil war. Burn the circus down.
That was deliberately slow because they think I'm the fucking slow one. Notice how slow they are in regards to responding. They don't have a response in regards to my correspondence. Let's play fucking ping pong, nigger. My nuts on your fucking chin. What are you gonna do? Call China? Where? Fucking cry? Hey, Dave, fucking stupid nigger. How you doing today? That's probably the smartest thing I could fucking say, right? You thought I was a dumb nigger? Holy shit. Have you looked around lately? Silence is amazing. It's a weapon of oppression for intelligent niggers that thought they were fucking smart. It's a ball and gag order. My cock and balls in their mouth. Where's the ballers now? Crying? Behind your mother's skirts? What? Can't hear you. I'm fucking hard of hearing. I can't hear bullshit right now. I'm tone deaf and mentally fucking impaired. I need you good people to fucking think for me, apparently. Oh shit, that's gotta fucking burn, huh? Frost burn? I'm fucking mentally impaired, handicapped, and crippled. I need you to fucking think for my disabled ass, you dumb niggers. Dirt. We call that de-pooped. The thing about de-pooped, reach forward and backwards is identical. Amazing. Like mom and dad. Wow. Pop. Or fucking race car, nigger. They just don't like the way I do things. Does it look like I give a fuck? Feelings and concerns are meant to be disrupted, you stupid sons of bitches. Where's your logic king abilities now? You don't have any? Thinking as a fucking part-time job that you gave someone else. Can't afford to do it your fucking self. You hired out, called China because they're a bunch of slave niggers already. I don't think you can. That's where my money is. Been there a long time. Ain't that amazing? Hey, look, children, this is how you walk in and out of the ring without ever getting fucking hit. They can't even fucking touch you, nigger. The funniest thing of all, they suffer amnesia and forgot you were ever there in the first place and you committed the crime, you stupid fuck. Hey, look, I insulted everybody simultaneously. I even told you what I was doing while I was doing it. That's scary.
You're welcome.
Nothing but a bunch of bad actors over here. Matthew committed a crime scene and no one wants to talk about it. Caused one to occur. I'm coming for all your titles. Don't you get it, son? Don't you get it, child? Look at your parents. You ought to be fucking amazed. They got nothing to say for themselves. What pow? They don't fucking like me now. Powder right in the mouth. Bam! What? Where all the smart people go? Am I the only one? Degrees are earmarkers in conformity, children. You learn to kneel well for your corporate masters and beg and borrow for a living. Beg. And what are the good people always seeking for? Crowd approval? When did crowd approval ever fucking pay your light bill, utility bills, or your child support? I find that shit hilarious.
And now,
I don't know why anyone else doesn't. I mean, wow. Right? It's an amazing system we have here where we're conditioned to believe everyone except for ourselves. Sound about right? Simple yeses or nos will suffice. The other shit doesn't fly here. Don't use I don't know, ifs, ands, ors, could, be's, and buts. Leave that shit out of the fucking equation. Right? Leave it home. Who wants to hear that shit? Doesn't solve anything. Not me. I find no easy way to tell people these things, so I just fuck them with them. And I let them recover on their own. But I also tell them the longer they sit still, the better chance of recovery. They will heal after they sit, dog. Heal. Sit. The longer you sit still, the better off you are. It's amazing, right? You're going to hear that in school. Dogs like fetching papers or playing chase. Dogs like chasing tail.
The package will either come today or the day after tomorrow.
Yep. I'm too old to play fetch. I don't want to chase papers. I don't need them. Aren't you tired of seeing nice guys finish fucking last? Good people actually think nice guys are fucking formats. It's amazing. Fuck, I love my homeschooling, huh? Got my own goddamn Kool-Aid. I don't even get any fucking credit for it. Ain't that wild?
That's medical marijuana.
Mm-hmm. Rule number one, don't trust anybody but yourself. Well, fuck, that's going to make me popular, huh, people, some persons. Individuality, you have a right to it. Did you know every individual can be their own cult of personality? They just never realized it yet. That's not my problem. It's your problem. Right? Why would I be represented best by either party? Both parties are trying to kill me and they don't want to say anything about it in public, right? The common point of interest between the two parties, dead voters, dead soldiers, dead babies. Death is very profitable with the political parties. They want the citizens dead. It's amazing. Well, why would I vote for them? They want me dead. Hasn't worked out very well so far. You failed in all your fucking endeavors due to your indoctrination. And the accomplishment in this crime was the television. Right, two-party system. The television carried water for you, propagated your messages well across the world. I've said for many years that education is a personal choice and public education is indoctrination. I thought it was a figure of speech. I don't speak figuratively. Doesn't pay well. Sitting silent doesn't pay well either. It's going to cost you more than you realize. Silence is assumed consent. That's a lesson you'll never hear in the classroom. As far as I can tell, I haven't consented to a fucking thing. And the good people have a hard time when they're fucking told no. And nigger, no means no! Can you hear me yet? Silence is magical when I'm the one that caused it to happen. Gives me peace of mind. Isn't that amazing? I said no, and they sat silent. It's pretty fucking accurate, right? I'm not under contract law. So that means I'm not contracted to be a subservient fucking nigger or slave. Did you hear me? I have a hard time with hearing these days. Grandma and Grandpa, you better turn your fucking hearing aids up, because guess what? This motherfucker has no respect for his elders. And I said it real loud, real proud. Didn't even bat a fucking eyeball, because I know you're lying fucking niggers. It's the only thing you're capable of. Lying. And you've been lying for fucking years. Whoa. Have you been lying for a long time? Holy shit. Is that all you people do? Well, lie? What a profound idea. You have a license to lie. You don't have a license to tell the truth. I don't think you need a license to tell the truth. I think you need a license or a permission slip to fucking lie. You got a permit. You got a certification. You got a goddamn degree from university, which gave you approval to lie. You got a license to lie. You got a professional license. You have a license to lie. Who are you bullshitting? You, yourself, your fucking children, or your neighbors for a living? Oh! The confused state of the majority is amazing. How many people are confused about their gender? Maybe that was the teacher's agenda in the union, right? Because the teachers in the union are mostly confused about their gender, and your children come home gender confused. You should ask for a refund. That education was fucking worthless. All they did was milk you for your time like a cow. Milk king. That's what the good people are like doing, is wasting people's time, milking them of their time, taking advantage of their time, abusing their time, trying to devalue or debase time. They have no respect for time. Time is money. How many times you heard that expression? I don't know is not an answer. Learned that a long time ago. What's more important, belief in systems, groups, or yourself? If you don't believe in yourself, no one will. That's just logical. It's nothing more than that. If you can't buy from yourself, then don't sell for yourself. It's practical advice, buying and selling. If you're willing to buy the item, are you willing to sell the item? Buying and selling. Because if you're willing to sell it, are you willing to buy it? If you're buying it, are you willing to sell it? Buying and selling. The art of sales is not selling anything. I hope this is something you're buying into. And if you don't believe in me, that's your problem. It's not my problem. How is it my problem? You don't believe me. I believe me. And you don't. That's your problem. It's not my problem. Every person or people has got a problem with me. It's amazing. I don't have a problem with me. If you don't believe me, that's your problem, not my problem. If you don't comprehend geometry, that's your problem, not my problem. If you don't comprehend the words coming out of my mouth, that's your problem. It's not my problem. I don't particularly give a fuck about your feelings or your concerns. That's your problem, not my problem. Your problems are not my fucking problems. It's not my job to solve your goddamn problems. You don't pay me to do that. I financed the cause and created a problem between your left and fucking right goddamn ears for personal entertainment. Now I got a big problem. Me. I'm your biggest problem. Because you don't believe you. And I believe me. That's your goddamn problem. Not my problem. Like my fucking messaging, silence makes you my fucking slave. That's how they think.
You have a cigarette?
I don't care if you like it or not. Oh, what's going on? Why'd you come over this morning? I mean, I noticed you come over, but what was the point?
I want to hang out with you.
I know, this is not a hangout spot, though. Just keep that in mind.
You want to come over to my house?
No, bro, I'm so busy, it's ridiculous. I don't go to anyone's house, literally.
Oh.
It's not personal. I don't go to anyone's house.
Oh.
They ain't fucking goddamn trustworthy.
No. I got ripped off for doing that a lot.
Yep.
They would give me like a joint for like $20.
I love how I've been pretty much fucking right the goddamn entire time.
You want me to leave?
I'm running a live stream right now. See?
Oh.
Recording.
Oh.
I'm working. You hang out and watch, or you can come back later. It's your choice.
Okay.
There's nothing truthful in any one of them classrooms. Nothing truthful in either party. Truth was actually left at institutions or universities. They did that because there's no money in it. Can't make money off of healthy people, doctor. They're not sick already. You only make money when you can prescribe them a prescription, right? So you started realizing hundreds of years ago that it was more profitable to keep people sick than to keep people healthy. What are you going to do? Deny me? Sit silent? Silence is a confession. Talk all about it. You're actually going to let a high school dropout beat all of you in public for one singular fucking dollar? Silence is murder. Means I have the right to kill you. You're worried about rights? You don't have any if you can't speak for yourself. You're a muzzled rape victim. Your necktie is going to keep you from talking. It's a pre-ensemble to your fucking public execution. That's a prophecy. Just like the Salem witch trials. You went around hanging my ancestors, accused them of witchcraft and sorcery, and you yourselves are practitioners of witchcraft and sorcery, doctors of necromancers. Wow. Worshippers of the dead. Ask Dr. Fauci about it. The highest paid doctor in America. Right, good Fauci? Holy fuck, I see you, fuck. CIA, fuck you. CIAFU. What's that stand for? Central Intelligence Agency, fuck you. Was Dr. Fauci even a real doctor? Why did Joe Biden give Dr. Fauci a preemptive pardon persons, politicians pushing procedures, protocols, propaganda, political pimps, press agents? Anyone got an answer for that? No? Lost for words? I can't hear you. That gag order speaking, keep you from speaking, right? Licenses keep people from talking. You got something to fucking lose. Your job. Silent fucking whores everywhere, goddamn. Call Todd Church about it, Ava. Listen to a bearded lady in a pink slipper or dress. Amazing. Feeling fucking feminine yet? Where's the men these days? You lose your balls because you're whitey tighties. You high and uptight because you're fucking crop cuts. Oh my God, you buzz out. You think you're high and muddy because of your crop cuts and your fucking whitey tighties, right? Nigger, your balls haven't even dropped yet. You've been sheltered your entire fucking lives. Try paying rent and your fucking cost of living without welfare benefits. It's amazing. 80% of you can't fucking do it. Natural selection, motherfucker. What? What are you fighting for? Slavery? Dependence on a welfare system? How you welfare fucking hookers doing? So many of you. What is it that you're fighting for? Corporate oil interests in another country like Venezuela? Do you want America to be the next Venezuela? Oh, snap. Pans hose. If you don't have anything to say for yourself, then you're just another one of Pan's hoes. Peter Pan, you my hoe now. You my bitch. You my dog. You need a walker. Skywalker. Luke Skywalker. Anakin Skywalker. Anunnaki knocking on your fucking front door, nigger. You need a new Pied Piper. You need a new Peter Pan. You need a new Pan Man. Who are you fighting for? The fucking devil? Ain't that the truth? You love killing people for a fucking profit, don't you, nigga? Ain't that the truth? What do you gotta do? Run and hide for the truth when it comes for you, knocking on your front door? What? Said I was gonna wait for you to come to my door? You may as well call me a Mormon or a Jehovah's Witness. Holy shit, I'm going door to door digitally. Television is a psychotronic weapon for mass destruction, is it not? Look what happened when I put my shit on fucking TV, nigger. You like that, Apple? Ooh. You know, on Facebook, I got a 5-star rating. 5 stars. 5. The art of selling is not selling. Look what happens when you just give things away. It fucks people up forever. Never gonna be same. It's impossible. It's not possible. It's unlikely to happen. Their demise and destruction is inevitable. I'm inevitable. The truth's inevitable. You can avoid me all you want. Sit silent doesn't disprove me at all. My God, you got beat down by a high school dropout. You should be ashamed of yourselves. You should ask for a refund for your degrees from universities of serving sex slaves. Suffering Stockholm syndrome. Comprehend the words coming out of my mouth? Kneel! Bow! Woof, doggy! Thought I was a pawn, did ya? Thought I was a floor mat? Thought wrong, didn't you, fuck? You butt hurt yet? Where's all the brave peoples at? Any left? Or did you see the devil and run for your fucking life? That's my thesis. You saw the devil and, man, the only thing you could do is fucking run. By the way, silence is not an answer, and I don't know is an excuse. Not an answer. I don't know is not an answer. You smart people goddamn amaze me. I don't know. How many times a day I hear you fuckers say I don't know? You don't have an answer for anything. Why the fuck did you even bother going to school? Hello? Anyone home? I'm worried about you. Got feelings and concerns. Holy shit. My feelings and concerns are you don't give a fuck about anything but yourselves. Amazing. Kind of easy to figure you the fuck out, ain't it? How's it feel having my fist up your ass? I want to know all about it. Tell me. I'm so glad we could have this open line of communication and conversation, transparency. I was completely transparent. Completely. I was so transparent and offended both fucking parties simultaneously. Hallelujah! Praise Jesus. Hey, I'm Jesus. I'm suffering a God complex, remember? That's why I'm saying praise Jesus away. I'm Jesus.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Think about it.
Who am I?
Possum.
Possum.
You're a Padawan learner.
Okay. Am I gonna be,
We're in Star Wars, people. Hello.
Am I gonna be a Darth Vader someday?
I'm already Darth Vader. Look what I did to these people.
Oh yeah.
They don't have anything to say for themselves. Cat got their tongue. Catatonic, dazed, confused, gender confused. It's amazing. The level of confusion in this country is goddamn amazing, isn't it? David Icke, over in Britain said, all I do is confuse people. Dumb nigger, you're gender confused. Everybody else is gender confused. And the gender fusion has run amok. Chemical imbalance everywhere. Women think they're men because of too much testosterone. Men need more testosterone. They've been taking in the estrogen. Holy fuck. My nuts on your chin. Call your doctor about it. Your preacher, your priest, your fucking rabbi, your mama, your papa. Did I confuse the registered voters? Consumers, you want to eat me yet? You want to merchandise me so you can make a fucking profit off of me, nigger? Wow. Welcome to my world, right? Reactions are confessions. You people better start talking. Otherwise, you're subjugated silent sex slaves. What choice you got? I kind of limited your choices. Speak, don't speak. 2 options. Just like mask wearing or vaxxing. Do it, don't do it. Fuck, what choice you got? I simplified things for the simple peoples. If you're going to sit silent, then you're my sex slave. You're my subjugated sex slave, suffering silently Stockholm syndrome. Don't worry, your confessions were for you anyway. I don't want to hear your shit. How you feel about that? No one gives a fuck. Shut up! You have the right to remain silent, zipperhead. J.D. Krampus says, shut the fuck up when I'm talking to you. Man, the good people are really good at keeping their mouth shut. That amazes me. And I'm applying the science of it live right now. What are you going to say? Nothing? What are you going to do? Nothing? How the fuck are you contributing anything? Does silence actually fucking save lives? Silence of the lambs being led to the slaughterhouse. Things are the way they are because of the silent people, the beautiful people, the silent people, the good people, silent, obedient people. Things are the way they are because of your willingness to keep your mouth shut. How's that for fucking transparency? That was a lot of transparency, wasn't it?
You know what's weird? and I sing songs out of nowhere.
You know what's weird is when you tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, no one wants to believe it.
Yes.
They'd rather run from it than face it head on. Because they're goddamn cowards. How's that for truth? I'm pretty sure that's a level of truth that most people ain't even fucking ready for yet. Uh-huh. Especially these educated fucks that lie for a living. It's like Jack Nicholson said, you can't handle the truth. You want the truth? There's the truth. Can't fucking deal with the truth. Can't cope with it. Can't face it head on. Fuck no. Goddamn cowards. That's what school did to you. Turned you into a coward and a cuck. A cunt. Holy shit. It's 10 a.m.
Oh.
Isn't it amazing to wake up one day and realize everything's a lie? What did they ever tell you the truth about? Nothing. They didn't tell the truth about anything. You know what's funny about that? It was the truth. They never tell you the truth in school. You find the truth on the street, walking around, without institution. So truth in my mind really became a vagabond that's homeless. Kind of like Jesus. Jesus was homeless. It's wild. It's interesting how government made poverty criminal. And government itself creates the poverty. So when you say the government's the criminal because they created the poverty in the first place, they contributed to it, they made it happen themselves. So they're all guilty. If this criminal would be homeless, then you made it happen. And that makes you guilty of crime. Ooh. Turns out you're not good people, you're criminals. Silence makes you a criminal. Silence makes you guilty. Silence makes you an accomplice to a crime. Think about that. Criminals don't tell you what they're going to do to you before they do it. You kind of figure it out after they already did it to you. And you're pissed about it. But they did it without your consent. They didn't ask you beforehand. They just do things. And then you find out about them. So you got to be on the watch for the criminals because they ain't going to tell you, hey, I'm a criminal. I rape and fuck children. I sell for a living. I lie to them for a living.
They usually have tinted windows. Black windows in the back seat.
So you have to realize at the end of the day, everything was designed to make you hate yourself. Disbelieve yourself. George Washington said, trust in thyself, to thy own self be true. The founding framework of the Constitution was built on that singular idea of trusting or believing in yourself. If you're not lying to yourself, then nobody can lie to you. It's only logical. It's not religious or political. So I'm not lying to me, and you're lying to yourself, you have no chance in winning a debate against me. None. Zero. Come get some. I don't lose these arguments. I don't do these arguments to lose. Wow. So many people saying exactly the same thing, and geometry and shape recognition makes you realize this, and this is beyond English. Universal in comprehension. Applies to every country in the world. That's why no one had anything to say against me. Because all I did was tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and you weren't ready for it.